Returned home from a business trip for half a year. Found out that her boyfriend had an extra meal partner. He was more like a hostess than I was. Busy in the kitchen. Virtuously made 3 dishes and 1 soup. When you want to sit down to eat. He was holding a couple bowl with my boyfriend. Embarrassed, he stuck out his tongue at me. Oops. I forgot. There is only 1 pair of dishes and chopsticks at home. Miss, I'll find you a bowl for rice. He was in front of Zhou Hechuan. I was served a bowl of rice in a disposable plastic bowl. And Zhou Hechuan did not express any opinion. I knew it was time for me to break up with Zhou Hechuan. Half a year after a business trip. The company's overseas business has finally stabilized. I secretly bought a plane ticket. Go home the day before Zhou Hechuan's birthday. Just to surprise him. On the way back, I excitedly thought about several of Zhou Hechuan's reactions. He saw me, and I carefully prepared a birthday present for him. Must have been surprised and excited. The expression on his face is definitely cola. In order not to miss this moment, I even brought a miniature camera, just to be able to film the scene. It's good to keep it for later. I think that's good. It's just that I didn't expect it. This plan of mine. There was an obstacle on the doorstep. 602, that's right. I took 2 steps back. Look at the room number. The brain is a little confused. So how? I just entered the code for my electronic lock twice. Both show input errors. I remember it. The code for the electronic lock is my birthday. There's no way it's wrong. I don't believe in evil. Entered my birthday again. This time, I was engrossed. Slowly press 1 number at a time. In the last number, once you have finished typing, the electronic lock clicked. The display is locked. Cannot be unlocked. Wrong password. Then it can only be Zhou Hechuan. Change the code of the electronic lock. I sighed. I can only resign myself to ringing the doorbell. After the second ringing of the doorbell, there was a call from inside the house. The delicate female voice can be placed at the door. I was stunned for a moment. Take a step back the second time. I looked at my house number again. It is indeed building B602. That's right, I wasn't wrong. I bought this shoe cabinet. On the top are the shoes I bought for Zhou Hechuan. It's just that there is a girl's voice in this room. I suddenly had a bad feeling in my heart. Ring the doorbell again. I've said it all. The courier is placed at the door. I don't understand people, do I? The door brush is opened. A petite one. A girl with a low ponytail tied to her side. Appear in front of me. Jiang Lichu wore an apron of linabelle, with a spatula in hand. Glared at me with a little irritation. It's just that Jiang Li saw me clearly in the next second. His expression changed a little subtly. It's just that the tone is still not good. Who are you looking for? I didn't answer. Instead, he pushed the suitcase and squeezed him straight out of the door. What are you doing? You trespassed into people's homes. I could have called the police. Jiang Lichu came over and dragged me in a hurry. And I looked around at the furnishings. And then, only then did he slowly turn his attention to Jiang Lichu's body. Asked with a frown. I should have asked you this question. Who are you? How are you at my house? What about Zhou Hechuan? Just when Jiang Lichu and I were at a stalemate, Oh Hechuan's voice came from the door. Picky eater, that brand of coconut water you're going to drink. I'll buy it back. Oh Hechuan changed his shoes at the door. I ran several supermarkets to find this sign. Wait, you have to thank me. Gotta give me a good leg press, you know. Zhou Hechuan shouted twice. Found that Jiang Lichu did not reply. Subconsciously raised his head. But it suddenly met my gaze. That moment. The expression on Zhou Hechuan's face. It is several degrees white to the naked eye. Su, how did you get back? Zhou Hechuan finished speaking. Hurriedly stepped forward. Jiang Lichu paused. Don't confront me anymore. Walked to Zhou Hechuan's side. Reached. It was very natural to take things from Zhou Hechuan's hands. It was on the table. And Zhou Hechuan walked quickly in front of me. He couldn't hide his excitement and gave me a big hug. You came back too suddenly. Why don't you ask me to pick you up? Zhou Hechuan hugged me very tightly. But I didn't want to reciprocate him. I just think. This boyfriend in front of me who has been with me for 5 years. It's a bit unfamiliar. Who is he? I've never liked to hide it. Ask whatever comes to mind. Is it very straightforward about him? Zhou Hechuan looked at me helplessly. You forgot, right? I told you about him. He is the healthy little dining table I found in our community. My rice partner. I frowned. I thought about it for a long time before I remembered. Zhou Hechuan seems to have really mentioned him to me. Because Zhou Hechuan is a game anchor. 3 meals are often not eaten on time. I'm going to be on a business trip for more than half a year. For the sake of his health. When I was on a business trip, I also often order takeout for him. It's just that I usually order healthy salads and home-cooked dishes. Oh Hechuan ate it for a week and was reluctant to eat it again. And then, he himself is in the community. I found a small table service. 1,500 a month. Someone specially contracted his 3 meals a day. The food is clean and hygienic. I listened to him talk about it. It's just hands and feet in favor. Also transferred 10,000 yuan to him. Let him order the most expensive meal. Don't treat yourself badly. Zhou Hechuan smiled and received the money. He did mention it to me. It's just that I didn't expect it. Their services. It even includes door-to-door cooking services. Not before. Oh Hechuan looked at my face badly. Hurry up and explain it to me. It's just that there are very few people who book a small table in the back. At the end of the day, I was left alone. Xiao Chu, just come to the house and cook for me. As he spoke, Jiang Lichu took the prepared dishes and put them on the table. He wiped his hands with his apron, smiled and agreed. Miss Su, you can try my handiwork. Oh yes. Sit down and taste it. The chef is really good at cooking. It was especially tasty. Zhou Hechuan swallowed his saliva when he mentioned this. Excitedly, he pulled out a stool and sat me down. My ass just sat down. I heard Jiang Lichu say to Zhou Hechuan, don't sit stupidly. Pour some coconut water for someone. Oh Hechuan seemed to be awakened all of a sudden. Just go find me a cup and pour a drink. He had just picked up a pink mug on the table. Jiang Li's strange voice came over. A sucker. Don't use that. That's my cup. Zhou Hechuan reacted. Some embarrassed to put it down. I went back to the cup. He couldn't find it anywhere. Jiang Lichu said stupidly and stupidly funny. Then from the cabinet next to it. Take out a clean glass. Zhou Hechuan scratched his head. Didn't get angry either. The two of them. One serves meals in the kitchen. One is pouring me coconut water. I sat alone in my chair. Looked at the two of them in silence. An intimate and tacit gesture. For a moment. I think. The two of them are the loving male and female hosts of this family. And I'm just a guest. It's still the kind that doesn't know them very well. Very rusty guest. Until a glass of coconut water was placed in front of me by Zhou Hechuan. Naturally, he touched my head, smiled and came over and asked me why I had a straight face. Yes, baby. Zhou Hechuan said a baby exit. I just reacted. Oh! It turned out that Zhou Hechuan was my boyfriend. He and I are the men and women of this family. I lifted my eyelids. I just wanted to talk to Zhou Hechuan. There was a sudden sound in the kitchen, the crisp sound of a bowl breaking. It was also accompanied by Jiang Lichu's exclamation. My words haven't come out yet. Zhou Hechuan was already nervous. Hurried to the kitchen. I didn't look further in the direction of the kitchen. But I could hear the voices of Zhou Hechuan and Jiang Lichu. Keep coming from inside. Oops, how clumsy you are. Don't touch me. You beware of hurting your hands. This plate is too slippery. Jiang Lichu's voice was a little aggrieved. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. When the bowl is broken, it is broken. Then the voices inside gradually became quieter. The two of them seemed to be whispering something. I closed my eyes. I can't hear the sound inside. I don't want to hear it either. Soon the kitchen was cleaned up. Oh Chuan and Jiang Lichu came out with a bowl of rice. 2 bowls. A bowl with puppies printed on it. A bowl with kittens printed on it. One was placed in front of Zhou Chuan. One was placed in front of Jiang Lichu. The two of them sat down very naturally. Jiang Li seemed to have just thought of something. Covering his mouth, he stuck out his tongue. Oops. Forgot that there are only 2 bowls at home, young lady. I'll find you a bowl for rice again. Jiang Lichu quickly ran back to the kitchen. Not much. I used a disposable plastic bowl to put a bowl of rice out. His face was full of apologies. Put the rice in front of me. I stared at him silently. When I saw him sit down, he curled the corners of his mouth slightly mockingly. And the other side, Zhou Chuan didn't notice the movement here at all. He turned a blind eye to the plastic dishes and chopsticks in front of me. I also held the bowl and couldn't wait to clip a piece of chicken wings. Start eating while eating. Zhou Chuan also greeted me. It's really delicious. Taste it. Jiang Lichu immediately picked it up. He said to me with a smile that it was like his own home. Don't be polite to me. I listened to Jiang Lichu's hostess-like speech. Suddenly being laughed at can be even more allowed. I find it ironic. Zhou Chuan did not react to this. He seems to feel subconsciously. Jiang Lichu can say these things. So, Zhou Chuan did not speak. I didn't realize what kind of grievances I was suffering. It was this discovery that really made my heart sink to the bottom. Meanwhile, Jiang Lichu screamed. Then he patted his head. I laughed and forgot to take off my apron. After speaking, she unbuttoned her apron, revealing the clothes inside. At the first glance of Jiang Lichu's clothes under his apron, the eyelids didn't jump. The brain buzzed even more. There is no other reason. Because Jiang Lichu only wore one very long and a very see-through white shirt top. And this dress is too see-through. So much so that I could see the spring light as soon as I raised my eyes. My brain was buzzing. In this moment, the whole person was blinded. Jiang Lichu gave me a provocative look. Biting the chopsticks, he said stupid goose to Zhou Chuan. It's too far to clip a chicken wing for me. I can't clip the line. Zhou Chuan gave an order. An action. Subconsciously wanted to clip chicken wings to Jiang Lichu. It's hard for me to describe how I feel at this time. All I know is, if I just put up with it any longer, I'm the kind of cuckold on my head, breast nodules, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles who will be laughed at for a lifetime. So, I added chicken wings to Zhou Chuan. When it was about to be sent to Jiang Lichu, suddenly get up. Sweep the dishes on this table directly to the ground. I pushed a table of dishes off the table in an instant. Fell to the ground. Those piping hot soups splashed with water. A lot of them hit Jiang Lichu's body. Jiang Lichu couldn't hold back. Screamed. Curled up. Redness of the eye sockets. I looked at me with a shudder, Miss Sue. I don't know what you're angry about. All I know is, no matter how angry you are, you can't get angry at the food. Sue. Zhou Chuan also came. Dissatisfied, he shouted my name. What are you crazy about? I really didn't want to talk about you today. Zhou Chuan irritably put the chopsticks in his hand. Slam it on the table. As soon as you come back, you put on a stinky face. Now it's happening again. What the hell are you going to do? You apologized to Xiaochu. I was laughed at by Zhou Chuan. Rhetorical question. You made me apologize. Right. Zhou Chuan's answer was categorical, with a tone of noncommittal beak. The next second, I raised my hand. A slap slapped Zhou Chuan in the face. At the same time that Jiang Lichu screamed again, I grabbed Zhou Chuan's ear. I pulled him over with all my strength. Push it on Jiang Lichu's body. Apologies, huh? I took advantage of the fact that the two of them hadn't reacted yet. Dragged Jiang Lichu's clothes down, revealing large patches of snow white. Before apologizing, shouldn't you explain it to me? Why did he come here to cook for you without underwear? After Zhou Hechuan saw the scenery in front of him, his face turned pale in an instant. I won't be able to wear it. He looked at Jiang Lichu's body in disbelief. I took another look. After seeing the scenery beneath him, even swallowed saliva subconsciously. After Zhou Hechuan reacted to what he had done, he immediately looked up at me. I panicked when I looked at my smiling expression. Hurry up and stammer an explanation. Not baby. You listen to me. I don't know why he doesn't wear underwear. He's a cook. I'm just a eater. Jiang Lichu was so flustered that he wanted to cover his chest. After hearing Zhou Hechuan's words to quickly clear up the relationship with him. After that, he inexplicably stopped his movements. He looked at Zhou Hechuan with teary eyes. His eyes were full of grievances. Zhou Hechuan didn't look at him. Instead, he grabbed my hand and continued to explain to me. Baby, I'm really just friends with him. Pure friendship, lonely men and widows. Co-roomed. The woman wore a thin and see-through blouse. It's still a vacuum inside. You tell me it's pure friendship. I can't believe him if he dares to say it. I brushed him away. Hold my hand. There was no reply. Zhou Hechuan is really anxious. We have been together for more than 5 years. You don't understand other people. Don't you know me yet? An honest person who can't brush up on a beautiful woman's edge video. I was really wronged. I really don't know. Why didn't he wear that? Zhou Hechuan. It's almost time to swear to the sky to prove his innocence. I don't want to dwell on that with him anymore. Directly turned his gaze to Jiang Lichu. This started as soon as I walked through the door. Just keep provoking me. Even a woman who dares to swear sovereignty in my house. Jiang Lichu clutched his clothes. Redness of the eye sockets. A pitiful look that has been bullied to the extreme by me. Miss Su Jiang Lichu gritted her teeth. He shouted at me with a choked voice. Me and Hechuan. Those who are clear are self-purifying. I don't want to explain anything. All I know is the heart of the man. Everything the eyes see is dirty. Jiang Lichu deliberately bit the last sentence very hard, with a strong sense of provocation. I didn't want to get used to him at all. Straight rhetorical question, so. I took off your underwear for you. Or I'll put it on for you. It's a sexy top that's so thin that it's about to shine. I forced you to wear this dress. Come over and cook something for my boyfriend. Follow your logic. Is it next time I push the door open? I saw you two lying naked on the bed. You have to say one more thing. It's my dirty mind. In fact, you're just lying down talking. I stood up. Looked at Jiang Lichu condescendingly. You say these things. Do you believe it yourself? Jiang Lichu was speechless by me. The whole face is like an overturned palette. White and purple. He probably didn't expect it. I'll be that straightforward. Put his little tricks on the table. Unceremoniously hit his pain points. At this moment, he looks like a clown. Jiang Lichu bit his lip. I want to ask Zhou Hechuan for help. Let him speak for himself. However, the moment Zhou Hechuan met his gaze, immediately hung his head. Jiang Lichu clenched his hands. Meet my gaze. The return of gnashing teeth. I can tell you very clearly. Hechuan and I are definitely not as filthy as you think. I dress like this. It's just because I have a special constitution. When the skin touches the fabric, it will be itchy and red. It doesn't hurt if you wear it and it's breathable. Jiang Lichu shouted at me tremblingly. I've told you all about my privacy. Now are you happy to say that? Jiang Lichu didn't seem to be able to stand it anymore. Turning around and sobbing, he ran out. The door was slammed shut. Oh, Hechuan looked at his back and was stunned for a while. Half an hour later, I heard him say to himself he was sick. My head buzzed. Look up at him in disbelief. Oh, Hechuan seemed to understand something. He frowned and looked at me. Su. Why do you have to be so aggressive? He's pathetic enough. You're going to poke him in the heart. Your conscience won't hurt. My conscience doesn't hurt. I do not know. All I know is, Now my angry head throbs and it hurts, especially when I saw Zhou Hechuan. Those clear and stupid eyes. I was really angry. Oh, Hechuan was afraid that I was not angry enough. I deliberately added a sentence to wait for a while. I'd better take you over and apologize to him. In that moment, I was exhausted. Silently picked up the bowl of rice left on the table. Zhou Hechuan frowned. The mouth is slightly open. It seems that he wants to speak again. The next second, I just slammed the whole plate of rice hard. His face was Zhou Hechuan. Let's break up. With you. It's just a stain on my life. Su, you're crazy. Zhou Hechuan shouted, more aggrieved than me. I disagree. You took the wrong medicine today. As soon as I came back, I made all kinds of trouble. It's making a lot of noise in the house. You shouldn't be. Zhou Hechuan seemed to have thought of something. His brow furrowed. He looked me up and down. You don't think you have someone else out there? I deliberately buttoned my hat. You want to use this tactic to force me to break up? Zhou Hechuan's eyes widened suddenly. The more I talked, the more I felt that my guess was valid. He even kept staring at the look on my face. After seeing my speechless expression to the point of convulsion, I confirmed my guess even more. Sure enough, you've got someone out there. Zhou Hechuan shouted this sentence loudly. Chi's eyes turned red in an instant. Su, how can you be worthy of me? He said it. I didn't know for a while. Is Zhou Hechuan really stupid? One sentence carries 3 clear logical fallacies. Shifting the topic, false attribution, and stealing the concept. Clearly, what we just talked about is Jiang Lichu and his affairs. Not only did he not have any explanation or answer, and suddenly a sentence came out without a beginning or an end. It's you who have someone out there. Obviously. He blurred the ambiguous behavior between himself and Jiang Lichu. By the way, the problem shifted to mine. He thinks it's me out there. That's why I went home to make trouble. I want to break up with him. Swap concepts in this subjective way. It turned my reasonable doubts into vexatiousness. Clarify the logical relationship in this. My mind suddenly cooled down. That kind of being angry, and the emotions of being wrapped in betrayal, retreat little by little. I quietly looked at the man in front of me. I've been talking about Zhou and Chuan for almost 5 years. I don't know when it started.